is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us tonight. The snow is here. It started coming down this afternoon and hasn't stopped yet, dropping a fresh layer of white across much of southern Wisconsin. We have team coverage tonight. Gabriella Becerra is live, keeping an eye on the road conditions, and Gary Canalti on the backyard patio. Let's begin with Gary to see how much snow we can expect to get and when it'll end. Gary?
Well, Charlotte, right now it looks like the snow is starting to lighten up in intensity west of Dane County. Still snowing in the backyard, not quite as hard as it was about an hour ago. We have winter storm warnings in effect until, and actually, well, that's the wrong graphic there. It didn't change, but let's just come back out to me. We have winter storm warnings that are in effect until 9 a.m. for areas from Wisconsin Dells southward. North of Wisconsin Dells, winter weather advisories in effect. The good news is the snow is starting to lighten up west of Dane County. We're seeing visibilities in the 2 to 5 mile range, whereas from Dane County eastward, we're seeing visibilities under a mile. Here in the backyard, I measured about 3.9 inches of snow as of the start of the hour at 8 o'clock, and we're now up to a little over 5 inches. I'm sorry, 5.5 inches. So we've picked up about an inch and a half over about a 2-hour time period. So the snow coming down at a pretty good clip. The heaviest snow will stay south of Madison, probably in the 6 to 8 inch range. We're getting some reports of around 8 inches in the Janesville area. But again, it is lightening up over southwestern Wisconsin, which is good news. And I'll have more on the weather in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. The Madison Streets Department says they will not start plowing the side streets until the snow has stopped falling. They say for the time being, the 32 trucks that are out right now will focus on the highways and main thoroughfares. 3 additional trucks will be out spreading sand on the hills, curves, and intersections that do not meet the salt route requirements. Getting a look at the Wisconsin Department of Transportation's road conditions map tonight. Not a good time to be traveling. The blue on the map means snow covered. The pink is slippery stretches. Snow is blanketing Madison streets, and they may stay that way until tomorrow. Gabriella Becerra gives us a live look and explains what drivers can expect for their morning commute. Gabby?
Good evening, Charlotte. I am in a neighborhood on the west side of Madison near Raymond Road, and the snow is still coming down pretty steadily, and it's, like you said, filling the streets behind me. Now, I'm in a neighborhood, so like you mentioned, this is one of the streets that won't be plowed likely until the storm is over or almost over, and the forecast tells us that's likely not until 6 or 8 a.m. So if you're preparing for your morning commute tomorrow, you might want to leave yourself even a couple extra minutes just to get out of your neighborhood. But I've seen a couple cars come down this road in just the time that I've been here. Seems like they have pretty much no trouble at all. We have a couple people out already shoveling and snow blowing their driveways, so that is something you might also want to get ahead of tonight if you have time. But the main roads are slippery. Like you mentioned, those plows are out. I've seen them. But as they move the snow out of the way, the snow just keeps falling and it continues to stay slippery. So make sure you leave yourself plenty of time to stop, plenty of time to get to your destination, and make sure you stay away from the plows because they need that space to be able to do their job. Charlotte?
Thank you very much. More than a dozen communities in the viewing area have declared snow emergencies in anticipation of this storm, and more could still do so. During an emergency, no parking is allowed on city streets. We have a full list and specific times, and we have that posted on channel3000.com. Homeowners have until noon Thursday, so noon on Thursday, to clear the snow from sidewalks. If not, the city says you can face a $124 fine.
So we encourage owners to have the public sidewalks clear for pedestrians, first responders, mail carriers, anybody who use the sidewalk.
So make sure you do not get one of those pink slip citations. If you do not clear the sidewalk at all, the city will do it for you, and they will bill you later on your property taxes. Well, when it comes to clearing the streets, city crews say they are careful not to use too much salt. They say it is a balance of safety on the roads and the health of our lakes. The Clean Lakes Alliance wants homeowners to be mindful of that as well if you use salt outside of your home.
It just takes a coffee cup of salt, so you can fill it up to here and spread it out. And so that shows you really how much you really want to spread it to cover your driveway.
They recommend you shovel as close to the ground as possible and don't bother with salt if it's too cold. If you do spread it, you don't need a whole lot. And as the snow continues to fall, be sure to download our Channel 3000 weather and traffic app. All of your local weather information on the go. It is free and it includes forecasts, interactive radars, and road conditions. And because of tonight's storm, Rock County Emergency Management says it is canceling its COVID-19 community testing scheduled for tomorrow at Black Hawk Technical College. They are currently scheduled to be back open on Thursday from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m. And getting a look at today's numbers, state health officials say 77 more people in Wisconsin have died from the virus over the last 24 hours. There were also 170 new hospitalizations during that time. They also reported more than 2,300 new cases. The first reported U.S. case of the new COVID-19 variant that's been seen in the United Kingdom has been discovered in Colorado. The state's governor and health officials announced today that the case was found in a man in his 20s who is in isolation and has no travel history. British scientists believe the new virus variant is more contagious. But will this new variant be covered by the new vaccines? We asked UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff this evening.
You know, it's worrisome in the sense that this virus is more easily able to make people sick with COVID-19. Now, it doesn't make them more sick. It's likely not going to defeat our vaccines, but it could increase hospitalizations. In a lot of parts of the country, that's the last thing that we need right now.
Dr. Pothoff says since this individual in Colorado did not travel, that means he caught it from someone else in the U.S. So he's probably not the first case, just the first case that we know about. Today, Wisconsin DHS launched a new COVID-19 vaccinations data page on its website. The page includes data like summary metrics for allocation, shipment, and total vaccines administered, as well as a graph that displays the number of vaccines administered each day. The Milwaukee area has lost nearly 500 doses of the Moderna vaccine due to human error. It happened after a mistake at the Advocate Aurora Hospital in Grafton. 50 vials, which add up to 500 doses, were taken out of a pharmacy refrigerator and left out. Moderna vaccine needs to be stored at about the temperature of a commercial freezer, or the molecules will fall apart. New tonight, Representative-elect Luke Letlow, a Republican from Louisiana, has died tonight after being diagnosed with COVID. Letlow, who announced on December 18th that he tested positive, had been in the intensive care. He is the first member or member-elect of Congress to die from this virus. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris received her first dose of the Moderna vaccine today. She got her shot live on national television. President-elect Joe Biden received his vaccination on national television last week, and Vice President Mike Pence was administered the vaccine at an on-camera event this week before Biden. As for President Trump, a White House official had said he won't be getting his shot until it is recommended by his medical team. Today, President-elect Biden praised vaccine manufacturers and scientists before slamming the Trump administration as moving too slowly on COVID vaccinations. Once in office, he also vowed to use the Defense Production Act to speed up production on vaccines and protective gear.
Trump administration's plan to distribute vaccines is falling behind. I've directed my team to prepare a much more aggressive effort.
In response, President Trump tweeted, "It is up to the states to distribute the vaccines once brought to the designated areas by the federal government." Also today, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blocked Democrats' first attempt to bring up a vote on the Cash Act, which was approved in the House yesterday. It would increase direct stimulus payments to most Americans to $2,000. Several Senate Republicans have also voiced support for the increased payments. In Spain, the country will keep a registry of people who refuse to be vaccinated. The nation's health minister says the registry will be shared with European Union member states, but will not be made public. They insist the registry would be used, quote, to understand the causes behind declining the vaccination. Health officials agree that more testing is better. And in Milwaukee, there is now a new portable way to get that done. Katie Crowther reports.
That van right there is the new mobile testing option available 7 days a week here in Milwaukee. The hope is that it makes testing more accessible for all people in all parts of the city.
Some people don't have cars, so I think it will help a lot.
70-year-old Grover Hicks, who has some underlying health conditions, was one of the first to use it. It's the first COVID-19 test he's ever done.
I had a lot of help, but everything went okay. And I am really here because it's just a few blocks from home.
Perfect. But that's good. The more testing, the better.
Yes.
Being one of the first people here to try this new offering is personal for the Vietnam vet.
I know of several people I've lost. I'm a veteran, and 2 of my veteran friends died at the VA.
I am so sorry.
Soon as it took 2 of my friends, that made it very real. I'm taking this very seriously.
The reasons people showed up varied.
We are getting ready to go on just like a little trip, and I just wanted to get tested just in case, to know that you're being safe before going.
But for all of them, from beginning to end, the process took about 10 minutes. You stay in your car and administer a nasal swab yourself, similar to the rapid tests offered on UW campuses. Results will be sent via text and email within 72 hours.
They have signs for the website that you log on to and register. You just enter in your basic information. Super, super simple. And then I pulled right up. They gave me the test kit. I swabbed 10 seconds on both sides of my nose, and then I was done, and it was super easy, in and out.
And that was Katie Crowther reporting. Unlike other testing sites in Milwaukee and around the state, this mobile option will bill your insurance. The city, though, using federal funds, will cover the cost if private insurance funding is not available. New tonight, Wisconsin prosecutors have added a new charge against the Illinois teenager accused of killing 2 protesters in Kenosha this summer. Kyle Rittenhouse is now facing an additional curfew violation charge. That's in addition to the homicide, endangerment, and firearm possession charges he's already facing. Still to come tonight, the Trump campaign asked the Supreme Court to take up a Wisconsin elections lawsuit. Plus, the snow continues to fall. We'll check back in with Gary Canaldi for the latest projections on tonight's storm. Stay with us.
Time's running out on the final days to get a great deal at Toyotathon. There, now you have a little more time.
Right now, get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid.
I feel younger.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ashley Homestore's biggest New Year's sale starts the day after Christmas. Save big on our latest styles store-wide, including holiday doorbusters like these. Plus, take a bonus 5% off our sale prices at checkout and no interest financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley Homestore.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
To most people, the idea of fighting is unpleasant, but sometimes it's necessary to fight. If you or your family has been injured, you'll want a good law firm on your side to make things right again. Havish, & Rotier. We fight for what's right.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance, we accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
Accurate news as it happens, right here where you live. Information that you can use from the team you can trust. For more local stories that impact your life, News 3 Now. News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Ashley Homestore's biggest New Year's mattress sale starts the day after Christmas. Save up to 65% off doorbuster mattresses like these from the best brands. Plus, get your choice of free Apple gifts with purchase of select mattresses and free quick ship delivery. New Year, big savings at Ashley Homestore.
Time's running out on the final days to get a great deal at Toyotathon. There, now you have a little more time.
Right now, get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2021 Highlander Hybrid.
I feel younger.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey folks, Wednesday morning, it's another alert day in the forecast. We'll have team coverage of the big winter storm as it makes its way through the Madison area and let you know how the roads are looking. Join us starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. President Trump's campaign has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to take up a lawsuit challenging the election results here in Wisconsin. Trump lost to Joe Biden by about 21,000 votes in the state, and the Wisconsin Supreme Court rejected the case. But now the Trump campaign asked the U.S. Supreme Court this evening to take the case, declare that Wisconsin's election failed, and allow the Republican-controlled legislature to appoint the state's electors. The Trump administration says it's on track to build 450 miles of its border wall by the end of the year. That is the goal that the White House set last year. The Customs and Border Protection now says that 446 miles have been completed as of yesterday. However, 370 miles of that involves replacing old barriers that had already existed. President-elect Joe Biden has pledged to put the brakes on the construction when he takes office. Boeing 737 MAX is back in action in the United States. Take a look. American Flight 718 left Miami for New York this morning, becoming the first 737 MAX to fly in the U.S. since being grounded nearly 2 years ago following a pair of deadly crashes. American Airlines president says it is ready to go now, and the MAX is more efficient, more green, and there are even more passenger amenities. And let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti now, who's been keeping an eye on this snow.
Well, we got some snow totals in here, Charlotte. These are as of mid to late evening, so a lot of cases the snow is still falling. But take a look at some of these accumulations so far. 6.8 inches in Janesville, Albany at 6 inches. Here at the station, 5.5 inches. The National Weather Service office in Sullivan, right on the Jefferson-Waukesha County line, they're at 4.5 inches. Prairie du Chien, 4 inches. Richland Center, 3 inches. So it's likely that areas to the west of Madison will see less snow than forecast. Areas to the south and southeast might end up with a little bit more. And that's because the bands of heavier snow have been feeding out of Iowa into far southern and southeastern Wisconsin, and the area across southwestern Wisconsin has kind of dried out. There still are some snow showers that are bringing some light snow accumulations, but for the most part, the accumulating snow is pretty well over with west of Dane County. East of Dane County, it may continue for a while longer because we have more of these bands kind of shifting toward the north and east, so it remains to be seen whether they'll reach the Madison area or more likely stay just to the south and east, continuing to pile up the snow totals over southeastern Wisconsin. But you can still see quite a bit of snow through much of the Midwest, and then down to the south, that's where the heavier snow has been. If you look at visibilities, the lower the visibility, the heavier the snow. Still a half-mile visibility and moderate snow being reported at the Dane County Regional Airport, but notice out to the west, La Crosse is at 4 miles, Dubuque 1.75 miles. Some of this is in the form of some freezing drizzle that could also cause roads to become slick. So the snow totals right now look like they're probably going to end up in the 6 to 9 inch range, mainly for far southwestern Wisconsin through southeastern Wisconsin, about 4 to 7 inches through the Madison area, and then lesser amounts up to the north, about 3 to 5 inches in the northern parts of the area. The winter storm warning has now been canceled for Crawford and Richland counties, and that has been changed to a winter weather advisory for some freezing drizzle. So again, a little more in the way of accumulation from snow, but freezing drizzle will keep roads roads slick, and you can see the winter storm warning has also been expanded into Waukesha as well as Kenosha and Racine counties in southeastern Wisconsin, where the snow totals will probably be a little bit heavier. On future track, you can see the snow moving out of here so that by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, most of the accumulating snow will be done. We're still going to be dealing with some freezing drizzle, and some flurries that will change to flurries in the afternoon as temperatures drop off. Skies will start to clear, at least partially clear, for tomorrow night, and for New Year's Eve, look for partly sunny skies and high temperatures that'll be in the mid-20s. After a quiet night for New Year's Eve night, temperatures around 18 for midnight. Notice by 7 a.m. Friday morning, snow and freezing rain starting to show up across northern Illinois, and that starts shifting northward into southern Wisconsin by Friday afternoon. This computer model a little bit more to the southeast. Most of the other main computer models have the snow and the freezing rain a little farther to the north and west. So we have an alert day in the forecast for Friday and Friday night for 2 to 4 inches of snow and perhaps some freezing rain, especially for areas south of Madison, where up to 0.2 of an inch of ice accumulation are possible. Winter storm warning for much of southern Wisconsin through 9 a.m. For Richland and Crawford counties now a winter weather advisory. Look for the snow to gradually wind down to flurries by morning. Low temperature about where we are now in the upper 20s, and then a high of 32 early tomorrow morning, and then we'll turn colder in the afternoon with the drizzle and freezing drizzle changing to flurries in the afternoon. The snow should move out pretty quickly after midnight. Look for most of the accumulation to be done by early tomorrow morning. Those temperatures drop off through the afternoon, and as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, after a break on New Year's Eve, the New Year's Day storm to watch, and then temperatures back into the 30s for the early part of next week with quiet weather, maybe some light snow toward Thursday and Friday.
You weren't kidding, Gary. This snow is not fun to shovel. Coming up on News 3 Now, the Badger volleyball schedule is out, who they are playing, and how it'll be different than years past. Zaxon next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dear Grandma, this year's going to be a special holiday. It will be different being so far away, but Mom says it will be better to be safe. So I'm sending your present in the mail. Stay safe, Grandma. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more. The Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2021 RX 350 all-wheel drive for $419 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
This is the big one, folks. The Brothers Maine Everything's on Sale sale. Right now, you'll get everything from Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana with blowout savings, like a Maytag washer for $3.99 and a Maytag dryer for just $3.99. And you'll always get more from the More store, like our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. The Everything's on Sale sale, with more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction on everything. Now at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
This does not look like a discount sofa.
It's not. Everything I sell is quality furniture, and I give you a discount. Bob's discount.
Interesting. I'll remember this for as long as I live.
Bob, you look so young.
Do you remember?
It's not discount furniture. It's quality furniture at a discount.
Bob's discount.
Get Bob's discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
When we hear a big storm's headed our way, some of us fall back into bed, some into fresh powder. Spending your day indoors or out, it's all about knowing what to expect. Watch News 3 Now for an accurate First Warn forecast so you can plan your perfect day.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
For over 30 years, Lexus has been celebrating driveway moments. Here's to one more, the Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Lease the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive for $349 a month for 36 months and we'll make your first month's payment.
Experience amazing.
Dear Grandma, this year's gonna be a special holiday. It will be different being so far away, but Mom says it will be better to be safe. So I'm sending your present in the mail. Stay safe, Grandma. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
The wait is finally over for the Wisconsin women's volleyball team. Kelly Sheffield and company released their Big Ten schedule, and they're 24 days away from first serve. The Badgers will play a 22-match Big Ten slate, starting with Purdue at the Fieldhouse on January 22nd. Now, to limit travel, they'll play back-to-back matches with each team except Minnesota, who is close enough for a home-and-home. The Wisconsin men's hockey team closed out the first half of their schedule with a win over Ohio State. That was way back on December 4th. Since then, the Badgers have been off. But today, the guys returned to the ice for the first practice of the second half of their season, which starts in 11 days. And you could say Tony Granato was happy to be back with the boys.
They're hockey players. They want to play. They want to be around their teammates. They want to get on the ice. And you take it away from a few weeks, and they were probably all love going home, love seeing family, love the holidays, but it's the middle of the season. We need to get on the ice and play hockey, and that's what today was. It was getting back and appreciating the opportunity that we have in front of us.
Cole Caulfield wasn't at practice, but he had a good reason. The Badger sophomore was playing against the Czech Republic in the World Juniors. And Caulfield did what he does best, light the lamp. In the third period, he slips one through the tender's legs for his first goal of the tournament, part of a 7-goal performance from the United States. The Badgers have touched down in Charlotte. The team flew into North Carolina this afternoon and had a walkthrough at Bank of America Stadium as part of their final preparations for the Duke's Mayo Bowl. Wisconsin will look to win their 6th bowl game in their last 7 appearances tomorrow against Wake Forest. Lack of energy, missed free throws, and not a lot of points in the paint. 3 things Wisconsin is normally good at, but weren't last night against Maryland. UW missed 7 free throws, shooting 53% from the charity stripe, and they were outscored 38-20 down low, with Nate Reavers and Micah Potter combining for just 12 points. It wasn't a good performance, but it's one the Badgers plan on learning from.
Obviously, it's still early in the season, and we have a lot of basketball to be played, so nobody's going to feel sorry for us. Nobody's feeling sorry for us in the locker room or our team within our team. So we just got to get back to the drawing board.
And the Bucks in Miami taking on the Heat, and that man Giannis had a very quiet night. First quarter, he takes it hard to the rack for 2 of his 9 points, but Milwaukee didn't need him tonight. They jumped out to a 21-3 lead and never looked back, thanks to setting a new NBA record with 29 made threes. Sam Merrill drills the record breaker. Bucks blow out the Heat 144-97. We're back after this.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due at signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices. With Serta Queen sets from $3.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture New Year's sale. Open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
2020 got you feeling like your life's on pause? Get moving again at Planet Fitness during our big end-of-year sale. Join for just $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Now through December 31st. And end the year on the right or left foot with tons of variety and space in our squeaky clean clubs. And use our app's new crowd meter to pick the best time to visit. Join for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Hurry! The big end-of-year sale ends December 31st.
5 Madison area locations. Sign up for $10 a month. Stop in today.
'Twas the holiday season, and as is often the case, magic was found in an unlikely place. Molly tried her best to make introductions. Dad couldn't see past his grown-up assumptions. But thanks to fresh ham and warm apple pie, Dad was finally able to see with fresh eyes. With the freshest assortment to make everyone's faves, the happiest holidays start with Pick and Save.
You make plans, what to wear, where to go, when to go, what to bring. And then the weather changes everything. Let News 3 Now First Warn Weather prepare you for what's coming. First, fast, and accurately, so you can plan your life.
At News 3 Now, we've been asking antenna viewers to rescan TVs in order to receive our boosted broadcast signal. If you're still experiencing problems after rescanning, you may need to install a UHF-VHF combined antenna. For more information, please go to channel3000.com.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation. But blood is desperately needed now to save lives of people who are sick with a range of serious illnesses. It's easy and safe to give. If you are in good health, please donate. We need heroes now. Visit redcrossblood.org to schedule an appointment.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's New Year's sale on now. Get top name brands for every room in your house at guaranteed lowest prices with power lift chairs from $7.99 and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture New Year's sale, open New Year's Day 11 to 4.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero do-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
Finally tonight, ready to say goodbye to 2020? Well, so are these New Yorkers.
3, 2, 1, Happy New Year!
Crews practiced the confetti drop for New Year's Eve in Times Square today. Even though the celebration is not open to the public this year, it'll all be virtual with some socially distanced entertainment, and the multicolored confetti will still be there in full force. I think many of us, Gary, are ready to say goodbye to 2020.
I think we were ready about 9 months ago, and we still have got to get through another storm here. Well, at least it's winding down for areas west of Madison. Snow still falling at a pretty good clip east of town. You can see the visibilities right now up to 3 miles of Madison. At the top of the hour, we were down to half-mile visibility. Farther out to the east, notice those visibilities still pretty low, and winter storm warnings in effect for much of the area through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Thank you, Gary, and thank you for joining us. Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.